Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be using some of Cricut's Infusible Ink to create this awesome Apple Watch. So if you guys didn't see my video the other day with the Black Friday sales, I showed you guys a box that Conde sent me like this. I showed you this box that Conde sent me and it was full of goodies. So if you guys shopped from Conde, you guys knew that if you spent $200 or more, you guys got this Black Friday box. It was full of substrates. From cups, mugs, there was towels in here. Like I said, the Apple Watch, there was socks, there was coasters, there was fabric coasters, there were ceramic coasters. This box is stuffed full, as you guys can see. Like I said, if you guys see my video the other day for the Black Friday sales, you guys would have seen me unbox this. Inside was an Apple Watch band. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a This is a 38-inch band. They also have the one for, it's either the 42 or 44 inch, the bigger Apple Watch. So they also have that as well. I believe they have one that is, or all of these, I'm not too sure how it goes. You have to go check it out over there in Conde. But they're for the Fitbits as well, and maybe a few others and stuff. So definitely check that out. But like I said, they did send us one for the 38, and my daughter has the Apple Watch. So what I'm going to do is I sent her this picture just like this, and I asked her to pick out a color. Now she first picked out this color here, which is super cute. And I wanted to point out, you can do a solid, but I wanted to do a pattern for you guys so you can see what it would look like creating a pattern on here using the Infusible Ink. She came back and chose this like leopard cheetah pattern right here. Normally you would sublimate these with, you know, the paper. So you would take like your Sawgrass printer and you would print out a really cool design. You check it out on the Conde website. They do have a video. I'll show you that here in just a second as well. So if you want to do regular sublimation, you can do that for a pattern, or you can use the Cricut Infusible Ink. So that's what I wanted to show you today. There is a ton of substrates to use, and Conde has unlimited amount of substrate blanks that will work with your Infusible Ink. So I thought I would show you the Apple Watch today. All right, so I've got a variety here. I popped this up here so you guys can kind of visualize and see some of the possibilities when it comes to Infusible Ink. This is nowhere near all of the designs that Cricut has out right now, but I wanted to show you. So you can see some of them have a box of 4, some of them have 2. The box of 4 is really easy to see because you can see that's almost about the size of the watch band. So in this direction, you can see how they're lined like this. I can kind of get an idea of what my watch band would look like because the way that that's out. So I know that when we do ours is going to look something like this. But that way you can kind of figure out, okay, I want a watch band that looks like this. And sometimes if you rotate these, you can see the color changes. So when you cut these, make sure you cut accordingly if you want more of an ombre or cut more of a bigger piece that's more solid. But here's just a few examples from wood grains to some that have like speckles. I wanted to do this one too. I thought this one was really cute. So you can see this one here is that pink lemonade. I think this one would be really cute as a watch band. If you're making it for somebody younger, maybe you want to do like the mermaid design right here. That would be cute. And then if you were doing a boy, maybe you want to do like some of the metal designs, some of the more rugged like tires and stuff, or the blotchy reds. Here was another one that I thought would be cute for the boys, is this retro. These are really cute colors as well. There's a ton of those to choose from. I think the wood grain would be really pretty as well. So you can see how that would look, super pretty. And then I do love the flower too. This is really, really cute. I love that. And then, so she chose this one right here, but this one would have been really cute too with the color. So just to show you, you can go solid. So I could do these completely solid like this, which that would have been really cute, but I want to make sure you guys can see a pattern. So I made her come back and choose this. Now, let me go ahead and show you what the price is really quick over on their website. These are $7.67 each. If you order more, the price goes down. So you can buy them individually. You can buy several at a time, or you can buy them individually. Now, this is kind of an idea so you can kind of see how they did them as well, doing the sublimation. So you could come back and add like regular vinyl on top of this. I thought about doing that. I may do that later this week in a video. Now, what I wanted to point out over here on Conde's website, you can go in and it's on that same, let me go back. So on their page, all right, so if you come down just a little bit on that same page, it'll tell you like the temperature and all that kind of stuff. You could click on complete instructions, which is right here, and it'll bring you over to this page right here, which will give you a video with complete details. She did an amazing job. And then it'll tell you some of the things that you need. It'll tell you that you need it on 365, 60 seconds light pressure. Now this is for a heat press, but I set my easy press on the same settings, and I'm using my 6x7 today. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So I've already had my Cricut Easy Press heating up 365 for 60 seconds. We're gonna need a mat. And I like to use one that I've already kind of messed up. So I have an extra that I have. I'm gonna put down a piece of the butcher paper. So I'm gonna get a piece of that butcher paper down. I'm gonna go ahead and get a piece of cardstock. This is gonna be extra protection. And then let's go ahead and take our watch band out so I can show you what all comes inside. So we got our watch bands. So it's going to come with these 3 pieces here. So this is going to be your small side here. Once again, ignore my nails. So there's this one, and then there's this. You can sublimate this. You don't have to sublimate it, but I'm going to show you how. She has a video. We're going to follow the same instructions. And then there is your hardware. Okay, so this is what is included inside. So you have all of these pieces here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to put those inside. So we're going to set our hardware out of the way. What I'm going to do is go ahead and open up our box here, which I've used this one before. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and pull out the sheet that I need. All right. So I'm using this one right here. Use your paper trimmer. I'm going to use my scissors at this point just to kind of get me a little sheet. I'm going to figure out about what I need. So lay this up here like so. All right, so I'm gonna take my scissors and just trimming away a little piece. All right, set those aside. And get that. Now this has got a little bit of an ombre, so it'll be a little bit lighter from one side to the next. And this is what we're going to do. So the watch, so we're going to have this face up like this. And these watch pieces are going to go face down. Okay? So just like this. Now I'm going to trim off a little piece for our... Alright. I'm going to trim off a little piece. This is going to be for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little piece like so for your small piece, fold it in half. And then this is going to just go right in here like so, okay? Now she had cut a tiny little piece of Teflon sheet that was going to fit in here. So I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to go ahead and cut me a nice little piece. Just like that. So you can always keep this with your stuff. So she kind of slid this right inside of there. So we're going to do this one next. So I'm going to try to do one at a time. Oop. So it's going to go just like that, okay? So now... what you can do is you can take these and you can use some heat resistant tape here and tape those down. But she used her Dye Trans Pro Spray. Now I've showed you this before. This is from Conde and it's amazing. So you can spray this and it's going to help hold it down to give it that perfect transfer. And I've never used it with infusible ink. So I'm going to try that today. But I'm going to shake it up really, really well. And I'm going to spray it off camera over my trash can so I don't get anything sticky. And it doesn't take very much, just a tiny little spritz. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this down. Just like that, pushing that down. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one down. Then I'm going to go ahead and take some heat resistant tape that I've already kind of trimmed down to size. Like that. So what we're going to do is flip this over in this direction. I'm going to cover it with my butcher paper. And we're going to put our Easy Press right on top. So this is light pressure, so I'm going to go ahead and hit go and hold it down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Now be very careful because this is going to be hot. So you can see that we already got some ink on this, so this is trash. I'm going to go ahead and let that cool down just a little bit. So all we're going to do is I'm going to lift it up and let it go. There you go. How cute is that? There we go. And I'll move this one out of the way and get ready to get a new, I'll need a new sheet of white cardstock. So that's what they look like. How cute are those? Super, super cute. In love. All right. So what I'm going to do, you can either, like I said, leave this white. So you can leave it just like that. Or if you want to change it the same color, all you're going to do is fold this in half. And you're going to put it right inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a teensy tiny spritz on this. All right, so I've got a little spray going on there. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this inside. All right, just like so. Go ahead and set these pieces out of the way. Get our new piece of cardstock up there. I've got this in between. I'm holding it very carefully while we get ready to go. That piece of Teflon needs to go right in the middle of that, but I had already have it in between, so I'm going to slip that inside. So that's right in the middle of that. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Got that folded in half. I'm going to get down our piece of butcher paper and go ahead and get down the Easy Press for 60 seconds. All right, we're going to lift that up. Now, very carefully, we're going to flip this over. So what we're going to do is very carefully, I'm going to take some tweezers here and flip it over. Set that back down. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and go one more time for 60 seconds. All right, pick that up. All right, get this out of the way. Now, once again, keep in mind that that's going to be hot. You don't want to let that cool down for just a second so you don't burn yourself. All right. There we go, so you guys can see. All right, so you guys can hopefully see. So there we go. So now we have our little piece sublimated so you can see front and back. All right, so I've got you guys zoomed in just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put this together. All right, so you've got two long pins, and those are going to be for the top. So you have the top and the bottom. So these are going to be for the top. What you're going to do is come up here to the top, and you're just going to slide those right inside, just like so. All right, so just like that, you're going to have your pin slid right inside. All right, so let's go ahead and do the same thing to the next side, making sure you're picking up the big ones. All right, slide that inside, just like that. All right, for the shorter pin, you're going to take this little piece right here, which has a protective coating on it. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. They consider this the tongue. That's what they're calling it, is the tongue. It's this teensy tiny little piece like this. All right, so they're considering this the tongue. You want to have your tongue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our small pin. So we're going to take our small pin here and we're going to start going in. But I'm going to stop and I'm going to put the tongue in the middle here, right between. So I'm going to put my tongue in right between, right in the middle. All right, and finish going all the way through, just like that, okay? So this is what it should look like. So it should be kind of pointing up, just like that. So that pin is right there in the middle. So all we have to do is we're going to make sure that tongue is right there on top so you can see where that groove is that's going to sit on. And we're just going to push that in on that side. Take your nail, push this pin in. All right, so just like that. So it may be a little bit finicky depending on your nails. Like my nails are kind of a hot mess right now, so I had a little bit of an issue getting it in there. But your tongue should sit right on top in that groove. So before you get those pins all the way in, make sure that's where that's sitting. So those are just where they need to be. If you're kind of confused which way those are going to go on your watch, you can always pull these ones off. The way to pull these off is if you see on your watch, you can see these tiny little buttons. All you're going to do is kind of push that button in, and these will just kind of slide. Push that button in, and these will just kind of slide right off. So we'll kind of do that just like that. So if you're kind of confused which way these go on there, you can flip these over. So you can see there's a flat side and there's one that has a little bump. So we know the little bump is on top. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to have my little bump on top. So this will be the same situation. You're going to get one side in, and you're going to use your nail to pop the other side in, just like that. So there's one. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So the little bump is going to be on top. You're just going to make sure you get one, and then take your nail, push it down, and it should just kind of pop underneath there. The easiest way to do that is to lay it on your table, get one side in, take your tweezers, and then push back at the end of it and just kind of slide it over. That was a lot easier. My nails are super paper thin right now because they're messed up from that gel nail and they won't be fixed till tomorrow. So that was really hard. Now, if I had on my dip nails or just regular nails that weren't messed up from the gel nail, that really would not have been that hard. So far, I do love how the colored bands came out with the infusible ink. Look how cute. So let's go ahead and slide them on to see how they fit. So you'll be able to just take them and slide them right inside, like so. And that magnet will catch just like that. And then we'll be able to come over here to the other side and slide this one in. All right, you can see that magnet holds. So there you go. See how cute? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on now on this side. So you want to make sure that's already on the short side before you put this on. We're learning together, guys. All right, so now we're going to put our pin back in. Get back in the tongue. Push back in that pin, just like that. Making sure that tongue is on top. Get that one side in. Go ahead and try this again. So now that I've got that on the right side, so you want to make sure that is already slid on top, back. Try to make sure I'm not choosing another language. Make sure that this is already on the short side. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my wrist this time so I can show you what it's going to look like. Okay, so if you don't really want so much ombre, pay attention to the way that you're cutting your infusible ink so you guys can see how cute that is. It fits the watch very, very nicely. There's no tugging or moving around. It fits just like a normal band does. So super nice. So this is going to be a leather band. So this is what it looks like. It's super duper cute. I love it. But you could do whatever you wanted to. You could come back, like I said, add a monogram, which we may do later in another video. But there you have it. How cute is that? So we went from white to cheetah. You could do solids. You could do patterns. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.